Hey guys, Nadine here, Fitness and Fat Loss Tools with Fit Body Bootcamp. All right guys, we are going to literally give you the meat and potatoes of our actual workouts that we do here at Fit Body Bootcamp. I am going to tell you some of my best exercises, my favorite exercises that shed off so many inches for all of my members. So stay tuned and hopefully get ready for an actual workout. Let's see you soon. Hey, welcome back guys. I am super excited because I'm gonna give you my top 3 core exercises, but don't tell anyone because they're my secret ones, okay? All right, so here we are at the Davidson Center in Kincardine, and I am going to give you the top 3 core, absolutely shredding exercises. Now, the thing is that I often have to convince people that it's not about crunches, okay? The crunches are old school, don't do them, okay? They actually have been proven that if you are doing crunches daily, you're gonna hurt your lower back because it's constantly putting that pressure on the lower back. So I'm gonna give you the top research, absolutely the latest top exercises. So you're hearing them from me first, so make sure you let everyone know, tell all your friends. 3 exercises that are my absolute faves. First exercise we actually did at the beginning of this episode, which is going to be mountain climbers, okay? So mountain climbers are one of my favorites. Now, anything that you do in push-up position, you want to make sure that you have your hands directly below your shoulders and you keep your stomach muscles nice and tight. As if you're about to be punched, like if you were punched in the stomach, you tighten up those muscles. That's the feeling that I want from you, okay? So I'm gonna actually do them for you so that you have no excuse not to do them. You can actually do them with me, okay? So hands are gonna be directly below the shoulders, okay? I'm gonna set up into push-up position. My feet can be like about shoulder width apart. So I'm making sure shoulders are above the hands. And then what I'm going to do, and make sure your head isn't dropped or your head is too high. Nice neutral position. Bring one knee in, then back, then the other knee in, and then back, okay? Don't let your hips drop and don't have your hips too high in the air, okay? So what I'm doing is the mountain climber. All right, so that's my number 1, all right? The second one, which isn't less important by any means, it's one of my favorites as well. It's a rotational plank. Now you may have heard of a plank. Now this is a rotational plank, which means that I'm gonna capture a side plank, a front plank, and then move over to my final side. What I want you to strive for is to try to not go down in between. So I'm gonna give you what we usually do here at Fit Body, and then I'm gonna give you a lower intensity, which is what, you know, we usually start off with when people begin our program, okay? Just so you can really get the best out of this exercise, okay? So rotational plank, I'm gonna start off with a side plank. The assisted version, so level 1, I'm gonna start on my knees, bring my hips up off of the ground, okay? So starting off, bending my knees, bringing hips up. So I'm on my knees and my elbows directly below the shoulder. Now, after, you know, a certain amount of time, 30 seconds, let's say, I'm gonna rotate to my front, okay? So notice I'm still on my knees, okay? I didn't go down, I just rotated. And so my elbows are directly below the shoulders and I'm down on my knees. I don't have my butt up and I don't have it dropped. I'm just staying nice and strong. Okay, so I'm on the tops of my knees. When I say rotate, I'm gonna rotate to the final side. So again, I didn't go down. My knees are still on the ground. My elbows directly below the shoulder. I'm not using this hand. That's a common thing that I see. Okay, so this is the 3 exercises that are involved with a rotational plank in the assisted format. So now if I go to the unassisted or level 2, so a little bit more challenging, here's your side plank. Okay, so now my knees and my hips are off the ground. When I say rotate, I go to my front. So again, my knees are up off the ground and I rotate to the final side. Okay? Our final core exercise, all right, is going to be the Spider-Man. Similar to the mountain climber, but it's a little bit different. Push-up position. I'm gonna bring my knees up off of the ground, okay? Now the difference between this and the mountain climber is that I bring my knee to the outside. If you want a level 1 exercise version, I set my toe down and then I kick it back. Or level 2, which is harder, I keep the knee right off. And the toe, sorry. And then knee, toe on the other side, and then back up, okay? All right, I'm sweating already. So those are my top 3 exercises: mountain climber, rotational plank, and Spider-Mans, all right? Please use them and really enjoy it. All right, guys? Thanks a lot.
My name's Melissa. I'm a working mom. I have 2 kids, and I started just over a year ago, and I planned to just come for a month. It was a promotion for the food bank, good cause, so I thought I'd come with a group of friends, see what it was all about, because I have a lot of friends already here, and I fully intended to leave at the end of those 30 days. Didn't take long. I was hooked, I was addicted, I missed it when I wasn't here, and met new people, made new friendships, and deepened friendships I already had. Over the last year, really it was about 8 months, I lost about 30 pounds, at about 35 pounds now. And what I really needed from here was the nutrition piece. That's what made the big difference for me. The coaches here are full everything. It's weight loss, it's nutrition, it's mental health, it's everything. And once I bought into the whole nutrition thing, it was a whole new thing. The weight came right off and the support is amazing. So I'm hooked. I'm a lifer. Fit Body Boot Camp for life.
Welcome back, guys. Nadine here. So we just covered my absolute top 3 core exercises, all right, that we do here at Fit Body Boot Camp. Now, the next common question I often get is, how do I trim down my bum, Nadine? I want to get it smaller, all right? So that's what my next 3 exercises are. My top 3 favorite booty trimming exercises, okay? So getting it tight and toned, okay? So first exercise is one of my faves, which is the lunge, okay? So when I'm doing the lunge, all right, you really want to make sure that you do the form properly, okay? One of my biggest pet peeves is people who go in the gym and, might have just watched, looked at the magazine and to see how to do it, but make sure you do it correctly. Otherwise, you can do more damage than good, okay? So when you do a lunge, what I want you to do is just like as if you were kneeling down on the ground. So the upper body is nice and straight up, never have it hunched over. You're always trying to really engage the core, so nice and tight, as if someone's about to punch you in the stomach, okay? So what you're gonna do is I'm gonna do a reverse lunge here, which means I'm stepping back as if I'm kneeling on the ground, but don't actually kneel unless you need that support, okay? And then as I come up, I am going to put all my weight is all on my front heel, okay? So I can't stress that enough. All my weight right now is on my front heel, and that's what I'm pushing up when I come standing back up. And I'm gonna alternate legs, so again, my upper body is straight up. A lot of people use hands. Don't use your hands on your thighs, just keep them down, and then pushing up. Down, both feet are pointing forward, and then back up, okay? So that's a really great lower body exercise. It works the butt, it works the thighs, it works the back of the legs, okay? One of my faves. My second favorite exercise is known as speed squats, okay? So each exercise I'm showing you today, you really don't need any equipment. And trust me, you will be sore tomorrow, okay? So a speed squat. Whenever you do a squat, I like to start off with feet about shoulder width apart. When you do a squat, just pretend that as if you're leaning back on a chair, or sitting back on a chair. And that's often what I have to do with some of my beginner clients is, just sit down on something and then back up and repeat that process until you're just squatting over it, okay? Just skimming right over top. And then you'll get the complete motion that I want, okay? So when I do my squat, I sit back. You can have your hands anywhere, just not on the thighs, all right? And then I stand back up. So I'm sticking my butt back. And number one thing is put all your weight back on the heels, okay? Down, absolutely as low as you can, and then push up. So focus on full range of motion, getting down as low as you can. When you think you've gone low enough, go lower, okay? Because the full range of motion will give you a better exercise, okay? Third exercise, my step ups. So what you need here is literally just a set of stairs, or maybe you have some sort of, step up that you can do out in your backyard, or whatever the case may be. Step ups are a great exercise, and again, you don't need anything. You can just use your body weight, and trust me, you'll get a great exercise. So I'm just using a bench here. What I'm gonna do with my step up is make sure stressing on this, make sure the full foot is on the bench. Common things that I see with even my long clients who've been with me for a while is that they push through their toe. That's gonna lead to injuries, guys. Drive through the heel, okay? And as you start to get tired, you start to lose your form, and that's the first thing that I commonly see. Drive through your heels. You can ask any one of my members, what's the number one thing Nadine constantly says, okay? So driving through your heel, stepping up, and then coming back down. I can do like 10 on one leg, and then 10 on the other. So I'm stepping up, driving through the heel, and then back down. So what I don't want to see is this, where your foot is off of the bench, because I know that you can't be driving through your heel if your heel's off the bench, right? And then you can do the other leg. Okay, so that's just a forward step up. Great exercise, and again, you don't even need any weights, and trust me, you will get a great workout with those. Okay, so those are your top 3 booty trimming workout exercises for us, and make sure that you do them, and let me know how what you think of them, really. So moving on to the next topic, I'm gonna give you one of my actual workouts that we do here at Fit Body Bootcamp. We've given you a few exercises, but how do you put it all together? Stay tuned.
Before boot camp, I was trying to do my own thing at home because I had just had a baby about 3 months before I joined here. But what I was trying to do was do treadmill and do like workout videos, but nothing was ever working and I wasn't seeing results. I was coming 4 times a week, and after I'd say about a good 6 months, I had come to losing about 33 to 35 pounds with boot camp. The trainers were great. They helped keep you going. It's fun when I come here. It's a good reason to get out, but while I'm out, I'm also enjoying working out and getting fit at the same time. And now that I've been here for so long, I can feel that my body's more fit, I have more energy, and I'm able to play with my kids a lot more than I used to with my first baby. I was just kind of sluggish with them. And now that I have 2, I'm able to run around with them more.
My name's Lisa, and I've been here about 2 years now, and I just remember when I was thinking about starting, I thought, like, there's no way I'm going to be able to keep up, and they're going to laugh at me, and everybody's going to think, oh, she's hopeless. But when I started, it turned out there was people like me. They were just starting, and they couldn't do 1 push-up either, but as the weeks went by, it got easier, and I saw new people coming in, and I wanted to be as welcoming and as encouraging as the people were when I first started, so I think that's what I like the most about boot camp. I think my goals have changed since I started. Now I just feel stronger and I feel more energetic, and I just feel like ready to do more active things. Like if someone wants to go for a run, I'm like, sure, I can do that. I did 3 5Ks this year, and if you told me that I was going to be doing that now, I would have laughed at you. Oh, I brag about it all the time. I tell people that they need to, they should. It's like nothing out there. It's a half an hour, and you think, half an hour, I can do anything for half an hour, and so you give it your all. And as you can see, it works. I'm still sweating from this morning's workout, so definitely try it because you'll be addicted.
All right, welcome back, guys. Nadine here. So we talked about my favorite 3 core exercises, my favorite butt toning exercises, but now I'm gonna put it all together for you. So you really have no excuse not to get started today or tomorrow, okay? So this is a simple exercise or simple workout that I've designed and I've used on my members, and they love it, obviously, just like everyone that we design for them, and it will make you sweat. And you do not need any piece of equipment, just a little step here that we have for the bench, okay? So the first thing is that we need to understand all of these exercises. So we have just a few exercises for you to do. The first exercise is your body weight squat, okay? The next exercise that we're gonna do is plank jacks, all right? So before I move on to the rest of the exercises, I'm actually going to be explaining each one of these exercises and telling you what we're actually gonna be doing. The next exercise is push-ups. The next exercise is jumping jacks. Then we have lateral lunges, burpees, okay? One of my favorite exercises. So please remember to write all those down, okay? We're gonna do 15 reps of each one of those exercises. Then we're gonna move to the next exercise and take a break at the end. Just take a break as long as you need, and you can do as many rounds as you feel suit, okay? It could be just 3 rounds, it could be, 4 rounds, whatever you feel like, just a 20-minute workout is all that you need, okay? So I'm gonna show you how to do each one of these exercises. I'll do a few reps for you, and just for you to actually get an idea of how awesome our workouts can actually be, okay? So starting off, I'm gonna get right into it. So I'm gonna do 5 reps of each one of these exercises for you. But remember, for the actual workout, I want you to do 15. So we're gonna do 5 body weight squats. So I'm gonna come down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'm gonna jump down into plank jacks. Push-up position, feet are gonna start together, hands are directly below the shoulders. I'm going to kick out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you do your plank jacks, do not let the hips drop, do not have the hips too high. They are just, the core is staying nice and tight. All right, next we're gonna do push-ups, okay? Now, when you need to do assisted push-ups, which means sometimes I hear girl push-ups, I don't take that. It's called an assisted push-up, all right? I'd prefer you not to go down on your knees, but rather use a bench. This will actually save your shoulders and give you a better core workout. When you drop down on your knees, you take the core workout right out. And that's what push-ups are so great for, is that they're really a huge amount of muscles are used for it. So assisted push-up means you have your hands on the bench, okay, or an elevated surface, all right? Push-up position, and then I'm gonna come down into a push-up and watch how my elbows go back along the body. They don't go out, okay? You're gonna get more of a better workout in the back of your arms when you drive the elbows back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Otherwise, you can go down on the ground, similar setup, hands directly below the shoulders, elbows go back, and then push up. Okay, so those are your push-ups. Next, we're gonna do jumping jacks. Everyone knows a jumping jack? 5 reps. When you do a jumping jack, please make sure you bring the legs as far as you can apart and then back together. If you're a recent mom, I often hear, Nadine, I'm gonna pee my pants. That's fine, just do high knees or whatever works for you, okay? Not a problem at all. So when I do my jumping jacks, bringing my legs as far as they can apart and then back together. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? Next exercise, lateral lunges. So I actually covered this in my warm-up a couple episodes ago. Lateral lunge, take a step to the side. I'm gonna bend this knee, come down, and then I power up. I'm gonna do 5 per leg, 2, 3, notice how I'm getting down as low as I can, full range of motion, 4, 5. Then I'm gonna do 5 on the other leg, or technically for this actual workout, 15 per leg. Last exercise, the famous burpee. I'm gonna show you the assisted version first, okay? Remember, assisted version first, arms up, come down nice and slow, kick out, back in, and up. So notice how I took it down in speed a lot more. So I just started arms up, kick out with one leg, kick out with the other leg. Take your time. I don't want you to pass out on me, okay? Now, for the unassisted version of the burpee, I'm going to jump up in the air, come down, kick out, bum up, or feet up, sorry, towards your legs, or towards your hands, and then back up. I'll do it once more for you, all right? So, arms are gonna start out, up, kick out. Don't let the hips drop, you're gonna hurt your back. Nice and stable, bring feet up towards the hands, and then jump back up, okay? So those are your exercises. We did body weight squats, we did plank jacks, we did push-ups, jumping jacks, lateral lunges, burpees, okay? So remember, 15 reps of each one of those. Go down to once you get down to finishing burpees, try to take as least amount of breaks as you can throughout it, but break as you need to, but you're not done until obviously the end of the workout. Take a 1 to 2 minute break. That's where you grab some water, just small sips so you don't feel like it's too much and then you're gonna throw up. Just small sips of water until your heart rate gets down, okay? Because we wanna do a high intensity, then get your heart rate down so we stay in the anaerobic state, which means the fat loss zone. And then you're gonna do it again. You're gonna make sure it's at a high intensity. The higher the intensity that I can get your heart rate, that's where you're gonna burn the fat the quickest and gonna see the best results, okay? So make sure you're nice and high and just give it as hard as you can. Remember we talked about a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being you're sitting on the couch eating candy, 10 being you're about to throw up. We wanna see about a strong 8 or a 9, okay? So really push through it. Simple exercises that we did, simple that you can just do at home. So you really don't have an excuse, okay? So turn your cell phone off so you don't get distracted. Do it during nap time if you have young children, whatever you need to do, okay? So please, if you have any questions about any other exercises or workouts or suggestions for more workouts, don't hesitate to check us out on Facebook. And we will answer all your questions on the last episode. All right, thanks again, and here we are at the Davidson Center in Kincardine.